Transformers Generations Crosscut. Hey everybody, it's me, Aries 0083, and I got another new review for you. This time it's this guy. Alright, so Crosscut is a senator turned warrior. He's packaged as a hero, as I mentioned in my Windblade review, where they package figures in robot mode because they're more recognizable that way. And let me read you the bio that comes with him. Crosscut isn't known for his accomplishments in battle, but his role is no less valuable to the Autobot cause. The ambassador's vast knowledge of languages and civilizations enables him to forge alliances across the universe. The Autobots can establish footholds on other worlds without firing a shot. So I got Crosscut at Toys R Us for about 1899, 1849. You can find him in other places like Kmart, Toys R Us, and Target, but right now they all have about the same price point. Someone on Facebook mentioned that Walmart just took its deluxes back down to $9.99. So if you're looking for new figures, Walmart's the place to go. So Crosscut comes with two blasters. This is the first one. I think Skids comes with the same blasters. And he also comes with this little gun, which looks like a grenade launcher. Both guns can combine, as you can see. You could peg this one into the other one, and voila. Crosscut also has these built-in guns on his forearms, which come out like this for extra firepower. He also has missiles housed in his shoulders, which he transformed by bringing this front part of the car down. The missiles are painted. They're sculpted in, but they're painted also. And the piece de resistance, when you take his back, which is the hood and the windshields, when you bring it all the way down to the waist, these guns pop out. They were kind of blocked by the hood. If you can see here, there's a little tab that opens up to release the two cannons. So for a senator, he's pretty well armed, especially when you have to go through peace negotiations. Quotation marks. Crosscut comes with this comic, which is Dark Cybertron number 7. It includes the first appearance of Nautica, Autobot that I hope that she gets a figure, being a fembot. And it also has a little interaction of Crosscut and Swerve, which is about the only time Crosscut shows up. He's with Swerve. Swerve invites him to a bar. He doesn't recognize Swerve. He thinks Swerve is wrong, but that's about it. Crosscut does also make another appearance later on in More Than Meets the Eye. He's one of the members of the Lost Light, and he disappears. He's famous for having a play called My Shovel, Your Face. So, although he's a senator, he does love his violence. The issue itself has no description of what chapter of Dark Cybertron this is. So I think reviewer Chef Tehran, who used to go by FX Franz, he tried to find it, but he wasn't able to. I went through the issue. There's no description. I had to go on tfwiki.net and find out it was Dark Cybertron 7. So the face sculpt, it looks really Optimus Prime-ish. There's a lot of Autobots and Decepticons that have the mouth plate thing going on. But the little indentations on the side make me think of him more as Optimus Prime-ish. You have to be careful with the eyes. I looked at some figures before buying them. His eyes are yellow. He does have some blue plastic on the back for light piping, but his eyes are painted yellow with like a black overtone, like black mascara. He's not emo, but on another figure I saw that like the black mascara like covered one of the eyes, so it made him look like he was squinting. So be careful when you're buying this figure in stores with the face sculpt. Check them out. If you buy them online, that's up to you what you get. But buying online and being a collector that's really nitpicky isn't the best way to go. The head is very detailed and is very open to customization. When I can, if I can get another crosscut cheaper, I'm gonna pen align the heck out of him and make him cooler. These two things in the front that I love on skids, I want to bring them out on crosscut. Articulation on this figure is magnificent. It's very articulated for a Transformer, which is one of the reasons why I got into Transformers with Energon. I bought some Energon toys a long time ago, and I was surprised by the use of ball joints and the way they're used in making these robots articulated, which is great. The only thing is that for Crosscut to stand, you have to make him, I guess, pigeon-toed. You have to spread his feet out so both his feet can't be facing forward. They have to be facing out in order for him to stand upright. If you try to get him into what I like to call the pose is one arm in front, one leg with the knee bent, one leg straight, and the other arm to the side, and the waist twisted. That's what I like to call the pose. If I can get a figure into that pose, his articulation is great. I can't do that with all figures. I couldn't do it with Windblade. Crosscut, he passes the test. He's also great when it comes to kneeling, so he could reenact a scene from Platoon where Elias gets left behind. Platoon. Last thing I want to mention is that Crosscut is back heavy. So most of the times he's going to have to be inclined forward for him to stand. Okay, for the transformation, first, since this figure likes to come apart at the waist, what you want to do is you want to swivel the waist around so that the back of his feet are facing forward. Then you want to transform the front of the car. First, and you also have to put his weapons away, the shoulder cannons and stuff. So take the hood, open it, the head goes back, that, and clips into place. Then you bring the front so it could hook up with the shoulders. Try the front of the car. Bring it all the way up and there. Then you see these, they go in to clip with the front of the car. Then you got to break his arms, not literally, but his arms have a tricky joint here that I didn't know about. The instructions I thought told me to break his arms literally, but you're going to tab these into here, to this black part. There. See, if you look at the arms, they're twisted inside. Now, you got the back of the car, which is the feet. You're going to transform them. So with the feet, you're going to bring this up so it matches with this. This is the kneecap, but it's also the hood. And there you have the back of the car almost. Then the feet, let's swing them around. You can tab these if you want now. And the toes, you're going to bring inside all the way to the back. In the space under the toes, you're going to stick the hands. That's where the hands are going to hide. So you bring the feet up. There you have the back part of the car. So now you're going to bring the legs up. and then swing these down. See the front part of the legs like he's gonna sit. You have to fit the hands into the bottom of the feet. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna bring the hood back and the front windshield forward. You have to bring it in at an angle like that. See, like a pyramid, so that the windshield can fit under the hood. Then you bring the hood to line itself with the back of the car, and so that the front of the windshield can fall into the indentation of the front. And lastly, you're going to fix the doors from being wings and align them with the windows. And here you have what's a car with some go-wing doors. It looks great up until you look in here. But from the front, looks like an awesome car from the 80s. So you bring the doors down. And this tab, this black tab, it should go into this space here. And there's Crosscut in vehicle mode. He rolls well, even in this rough terrain. And in vehicle mode, has a lot that can be customized, especially here in the back. There's some lights, some bolts here, a little bit of vents here. After he's transformed, he's a perfect little sports car. You can take the gun, take it apart, and you could peg it into the, I think they're called 5mm holes. And voila, he's ready to roll into battle. Also in vehicle mode, you do get this peekaboo cannon mode, which is kind of weird. It works. You can have the cannons come out from under the windshield, but you have to have the go-wing doors. You can have the hood aligned or misaligned like I had it before, but you could tuck the windshield in between the two doors and have the cannons up. It's a good way to attack when you're rolling. So if you want to put the guns away, you're going to have to bring the hood down and slip the guns in until they click. Then you tab the windshield under the hood and you align the hood with the back. Just bring down the doors. So what's my recommendation for Crosscut? I love him. He's a throwback to the classic guys like Prow and Jazz, where the front of the car becomes the chest and the doors become wings and the back of the car become his feet. He's highly recommended, although the re-release and fixed Skids is a way more popular character, but they're both on the Lost Light. They're both characters and none of them are dead yet. So you can get them both. All right, so this is me, Aries0083. You can follow me on Facebook as john.classified.5, Twitter and Instagram as Aries0083. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye.